In the golden glow, Arizona's sun, flying high above where the cactus run. A drone's sweet serenade, sky so blue over Sonora desert. Just me and you. Mountains in the distance, saguaro tall. Beauty of the wild captivates us all. Winding trails below, shadows play. Desert adventures calling, let's drift away. Under desert skies, hearts are free. Whispering winds, you and me. Sunsets glow, turns day to night. In our desert flight, it feels so right. Heartbeat, moments like these, endless road. Nature's rhythm, life's sweet code. Silent echoes in the air, desert whispers everywhere. Colors change with every breath we take. Amber beams and twilight sing. Lost together, we'll be found in this magic desert ground. A heartbeat under desert skies, hearts are free. Whispering winds, you and me. Sunsets glow, turns day to night. In our desert flight, it feels so right.
There is only one of you, only one of me. There's a million of those who won't let us be. But they're not gonna see me bleed. Cause baby, I got you. I've been beaten to the ground, dragged across the dirt. I've been scared to live cause some people never learn. But they're not gonna watch me burn. Cause baby, I got you. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's a dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try but they can never take me down. Ooh, cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. They always bring all the lonely, but with you here nothing can scare me. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I will tell them what I'm feeling forevermore. I don't care about their feelings, not anymore. So let's show them that love is pure, no matter who it's for. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's a dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try but they can never take me down. Cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Desert Adventures in Arizona. Coming to you on a nice, cool morning out here in the desert. And I've got my Roy and Becky's cup here, enjoying a cup of coffee this morning. Hope everybody is doing well. Let me know if you can hear me okay. All right, let's see who we have this morning. First one in the house was Gracie and Jacques Adventures. First member in the house, too. Good morning, good morning. John P. Adventures is here. Good morning, John. Good to have you. Van Girl Sheryl's here. Happy Monday. There's Hawkins Family Adventures. Jane Bray from up north is here. Good morning, Jane. Good to have you. Hope you're doing well. And there's Phil. Good morning, Phil. Good to have you. Scrolling. Papa Smurf is here. Good morning. From Captain Jack's Homestead. Oh, yeah, M24. It sounded like it was a lot of fun. I saw a couple of live streams. Good time was had by all. Rose says, good morning. Good morning, Rose. Phil's here. Did I say hi, Phil? Let's see who else would. Lorna's here. Good morning, Lorna. Good to have you. Happy Monday. Have Cheetah Will View. Patrick is here. He does some interesting interviews with people in the movie industry. Thank you, Sandra. Appreciate that. And Debbie is here, working and lurking. Good to have you, Debbie. Don't work too hard. Audio's fine. Good. Thank you. I made a slight adjustment on my microphone. Hopefully it's not too much. It was a blast. That's what I heard. I heard the meetup was a blast. Ava Potterfield is here. Good morning. Always start my Mondays with Ava. And her and Doug went to Johnny's Journeys meetup this weekend, and they had a good time. And it sounded like they played music for everybody that was there. So I'll bet that was fun. Doing well, Phil. Thank you. Scrolling. No worries, Sandra, no worries. There's Rose dropping those links. Thank you, Rose. Richard B. popped in. Howdy, can't stay long. Good to have you, Richard. Thank you. There's Stu. Aloha from Columbus. Appreciate the love and support from all for Steve and his crew that keeps smiling and strutting. If any of you guys have a channel, Stu makes the most awesome comments of anybody I have seen. And he's just a great guy. Thanks, Stu. I'm jealous, Ava. Van City Adventures is here. Good morning, Daryl. Good to have you. Rose dropping links. Boom. Rose is in the house. Nobody does it quite like Rose. Awesome. All right. Let's do a weather check here. We had the house open this morning. It was like 63 degrees this morning, so we turned the air conditioning off and popped the doors open. But let's see what the temperature is going to be later. Hey, Siri, what's the weather here today? Ew, 97. Could it be up to 97 today? Let's see. I think this is the last week for our heat wave. So 97 is going to be 100 tomorrow, 103 on Wednesday, 103 on Thursday, 105 on Friday. That's crazy, huh? Saturday, 105, Sunday, 103. Well, believe it or not, that's not too bad for here. I mean, it's much better than 115. But they say this is the last hot week for us, and then we'll be moving into fall temperatures. So we're looking forward to that. Oki was out wearing her hoodie this morning. She's a true desert lady. Good to see you too. Thank you. Yeah, she's doing okay. She's still out there having fun. There's Lily. Good morning. Give Pippi a hug for us. And Van Girl Cheryl, I think I said hi. Don't be jelly, Van Girl Cheryl. Sounded like Ava and Doug had a great time at the meetup. Was so happy they were able to make it. Ew, broke the record for the hottest day of fall. Yeah, that's right. And this is when you catch colds, right? When you have the cold weather and the hot weather, and it flips back and forth, and you get a chill, and and then allergies like I have. 64 where Debbie's at. Overnight storms. Wow. No rain for us. I think we're in our dry period right now. We won't start getting rain until around Christmas or a little after. It's going to be 80 where Sandra is, 80 where Lily is. Oh, Jane's got a new hoodie, saving it for winter. Look at that. We got Box Fan D in the house. The harsh summer weather's finally let up. Yeah, we're enjoying it too. You know, and it's it's dangerous living here in the desert when the temperatures are like where D is in Quartzsite. I mean, it's over 120 degrees there. You walk outside and you combine 120 degrees with wind, and it's like you're looking into a hair dryer, set on high. So desert dwellers really have to be careful, and especially as we age, I noticed that. I used to be able to go outside and work on projects around the property here all day long. I mean, the first thing we did when we bought this property was we put in a fence because the neighbor dog was coming over and grabbing the ground squirrels and fighting with our dog. So we put a fence up. And Oki and I were out there digging fence posts and stringing fence around about an acre of our property around the house. And we worked all day long. And that was in the hot part of the year too. Now I go out and I work till about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And then I'm back in YouTubing in the cool house, and then back out in the evening to do work outside. So that's kind of how it rolls here in the hot desert. So the best time of year, in my opinion, living here is in the fall and the spring. Even the winters aren't too bad. We do get a dusting of snow once in a while on those mountains back behind us, but it doesn't last long. Papa Smurf says 58 with a high of 71. That's just about perfect right there. Just about perfect. Well, I forgot to mention Dee is a channel member too, so be sure to check out her channel. She is recovering from a health event, and we watched her video last night, and she's her speech is getting almost back to normal, and it's good to see Dee doing better. So good to have you, Dee. And Dee says good morning to everybody here. Alberta, high, 66 Fahrenheit. That's like the dead of winter here. How long have I been doing YouTube? Since 2018, I guess. 2018, 2019? Yeah, 2018, I think. Ava says, hi, back to everyone. Oh, cool, Jane, thanks. Not really sure, driving videos can get boring. So on that one I did a little voiceover, and then threw some drone video in. I have a drone that I can set to follow mode. The only problem is it comes out jerky because the drone is trying to follow you and then it stops and it recognizes that you're moving, and then it's too jerky. I don't like it. So I put a couple of short snips in there and then some voiceover too. So hopefully it was okay. Okay, D. D's got another video going public at 10 today. So Rose, maybe you can find that. And Rose dropped Richard's link too. Thank you. Yeah, and I was looking for something to do. I retired. I have to look up here, August of 2017, because I got a plaque up here. August of 2017, I retired from the electric utility, Trico Electric Co-op. It was a co-op. And if you guys know anything about co-ops versus investor-owned utilities, co-op is not into making money. An investor-owned, like, for example, TEP, Tucson Electric Power in Tucson, they're interested in generating money for their shareholders. Well, when you have a co-op, you're not paying anybody, dividends except for the people that pay their bills. Now, the electric co-op gives money back every year to the people who are members of the co-op. And I worked for that co-op for 20 years, over 20 years. Had a great career. And so when I retired, I'm looking out the front window saying, okay, well, what am I going to do next? I have a lot of hobbies. I like to go four-wheeling out here in the monument. For anybody new, we live out in the Ironwood Monument. Here comes Lucas. He wants to say hi. Good morning from Lucas. Lucas is out playing with Mom. And as soon as he hears my intro video, he comes popping in here because he knows I'm going live. You having fun today? Huh? Yeah? Having fun today? All right. Good boy. Good boy, Lucas. All right. Lucas says hi. All right. Now, where was I, Lucas? Feels like the dead of winter in the morning, huh? All right. Yeah. Hawkins Family Adventures does AA meetings on her channel. So pop in there Tuesdays and Sundays at 11 a.m. Thank you. Somebody could drop. I'm sure that Rose has already dropped her link, but check out Hawkins Family Adventures. That's only 8 degrees. Eh, Jane? Eh? That's Lucas. Uh-oh. Papa Smurf to the dungeon. All right, so I'm looking for Fox Van D's link. All right, so one other channel member. Oh, there's Step Van Dan. Good morning, good morning. Good to have you. Another channel member. You're welcome, you're welcome. Another channel member that just dropped a video is CR View, and I want to show you that. They're up there in Quartzsite, and Quartzsite is starting to get cranked up again. So Tim did a drive around video, and I want to show you a little bit of that. Share screen, opening day, share. There we go. I'm going to wait for it to come up on my other laptop here. There it is, and I'm going to play you a little bit.
You guys didn't think I was going to show off their coffee cup at the front of this video and then not say anything about them, the rest of it, did you? Because I got to tell you something. You know, we've been out here in Quartzsite for 2 years now. 2 summers, 2 winters. We started coming out here in 2020, December 2020. That's when we met Roy and Becky's Travels and camped with them for the first time. You know, it's pretty rough to stay out here for the summer, and I wouldn't have done it, honestly. I would not have done it if I didn't have Roy out here backing me up. I don't know what to say.
So that's Tim from CR View doing a drive around. Oh, somebody gifted memberships. Oh, thank you, Dee. Appreciate it very much. Awesome. Thank you, Dee, very much. Anyway, Tim is doing a drive around up there. CR View, be sure to check them out. Gee whiz, he's got over 1,000 views on that video already. He just dropped it last night. Oh, Lucas is out there barking. There must be somebody walking by. Anyway, great video. He does a drive around and shows people are starting to come in now. It's summertime. There it is right there. Thank you, Dee. Love you. Awesome. And then, of course, as I mentioned earlier, I always start off with Ava Potterfield and friends first thing in the morning. So I'm going to show you a little bit of their channel. And Ava does a Monday morning talk, which she streamed this morning and told us a little bit about the time they had up there in Johnny's Journeys meetup. And Johnny's also a channel member. And then, so be sure to check out Ava's channel if you haven't done so already. Her and Doug also do a Friday night live stream where they play music. And there's not many channels out there that play live music. They play old time live music, and it's always fun to watch. So Ava Potterfield and friends, be sure to check her out. And then there's Roy and Becky's Travels. They'll be coming up here at 10 o'clock Arizona time. I don't see their link yet for their live, but be sure to check out Roy and Becky's Travels coming up at 10 o'clock. Oh, Doug and Ava's Place is on Tuesday. Okay, that's Doug's channel. Okay, it's good to know. Thank you. There's Nosh. Good morning, Nosh. Good to have you. Never late, never late. I missed a couple here. I'm scrolling backwards. Oh, okay. Box Van D said she went to see Tim and Roy and Becky yesterday. Nice visit. Good, good. Good, good, good. Glad to hear it. There's Fairy Dust. Good morning, Brene. Lucas is down here. I'm going to pop him back up here. There's Lucas again, huh? Yeah? Huffing and puffing. Mom's working you, huh? That's the thing with labs and most dogs in general. People that have dogs, you got to keep them busy. And his job is to chase his ball. He loves to chase a tennis ball all over the yard. And so that keeps him out of trouble, keeps him focused on not doing destructive things. We had a lab before that didn't like to chase balls, but he liked to dig, and he dug holes all over the place. But Lucas is not interested in holes. He's more interested in playing ball. So we're happy about that. Okay, I got to go check that out. Tuesday night, that works good. Now that we have the house open, it's Lucas likes that because he doesn't, we leave the back door open and we have a hanging screen on it. And Lucas can come and go as he chooses. And so he flies through that screen. Oh yeah, Dan was saying that he's rewiring his van, so hopefully he gets it back on the road. Yeah, he's really bonded to us. He barks at people the first time or two he meets people. He'll bark at them because he's he's not aggressive, but he's scared of people the first time he meets them. So it takes him a little while to get to know. It's usually one or two visits, and he'll let people pet him and play with them. We don't trust him around other dogs, so we have to be cautious. But he is really bonded to us, and he doesn't like to be left alone. Number 19. All right, number 19 on the likes. Awesome, thank you. What else we got going on? We went to Oki and I went to another high school football game, and if you've been to one of those, they're a lot of fun. Our granddaughter plays in the band, and so we enjoy going and watching her. You know, when you have a grandchild or a child who really jumps into school and gets involved and enjoys, that's the best thing in the world, I think, to watch your grandkids out there playing and having fun. All right, crafty travelers in the house. Good morning, Lonnie. And I think you just celebrated 5 years on YouTube, right? I think I saw that. So Crafty Traveler has got videos up of her camping trips there in California. So good to see you. She Devil Adventures is here. Good morning, Tommy. Good to have you. So the high school football game was homecoming. And if you guys remember when you were back in school, homecoming was a big deal. And you know, it's usually they crown the king and queen and all that stuff, and all the girls are walking around in their prom dresses, looking good. And the guys are wearing their suits and ties, and brought back a lot of memories seeing that. Do you folks remember going to the prom in high school? Or did you go to the prom? I went twice, I think. I think I went sophomore year. I can't remember now. I remember going twice. I think in my senior year I didn't go because I was working. There's Rose's channel. Awesome. So we went to homecoming, had a good time. It's a late night because, you know, it was a long, a long game. The Marana High School won their game, so we were happy to see that. Box Fan D remembers going to homecoming. Yeah, good memories, huh? Oh, thank you, Lorna. Appreciate you being here. And thank you, Box Fan D, for dropping those memberships. Yeah, I did hear that M24 was a good time. I was watching Captain Jack Scrapper was live streaming a couple times at the meetup. It sounded like everybody had a great time. And then Johnny's Journey had her meetup too, and everybody said they had fun. Oh, Stu played varsity football. Oh, rented tuxes, huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember those. You could go rent a tux for an evening. I had forgotten about that. Didn't go to the prom, dropped out of high school. Oh, there's Traveling Mike. Good morning. Good morning. Good to have you. Traveling Mike is having a good time playing around with Suno, making music and doing live streams in the evening. Papa Smurf never went to prom because he dropped out. Oh, Jack's at work. Okay. It's all right. GED, nothing wrong with a GED. That's those proms are a pretty significant cost for the parents because you've got to get all that clothing ready, and then of course if you have a kid in sports or the band, you've got to pay for uniforms and all that stuff. My sister made me a beautiful dress for the prom. Yeah, that's good memories, right? A lot of people are GEDs. Nothing wrong with that. We have people in our family that are GEDs too. And the only reason I'm not is because my parents would have kicked me to the moon if I'd have dropped out of school. They were not having it. So I made it. I made it. I was a C student. I was no A or B student. I was a C student, but I graduated. Lived my last year in school with my sister and her husband. Best times. Yeah. Got my GED in August, started college in September for my associate's degree in computer. See? And the issue that I have seen here in Arizona, Arizona is not known for their education system. I mean, they throw enough money at the education system, but they're teaching to the kids down here in southern Arizona. A lot of them don't speak English as a first language, and so our kids got bored down here in this school system because they were teaching to the slowest kid in the class, or the one that they had to get through, and the other kids got bored, and a lot of kids dropped out for that reason because they dropped out of school, went and got their GEDs, good enough diploma, right? And then they went on to college if they wanted to, but like me, I went into the military. I wasn't college material, and I went into the military, into the Air Force, and ended up later on getting an associate's degree about 10 years later. Oh, okay. Jack of all trades kind of guy. Yeah, the one thing that helped me in high school, I think, keep me going was the shop classes. They had a really good shop class program They had automotive mechanics, they had woodworking, they had metalworking. What else they have? Sheet metal, welding. So I went through everything I could find. And as a, 17-year-old kid, learning those skills really set me up well. You don't learn enough to be a craftsman, but you learn enough. If you need to stick two pieces of metal together with a welder, you could do it. And that's what helped me get through. All right. Gotta go, Dee says. All right. Thanks, Dee, for coming in. And then Dee is going to be going live with Van Life Voyages, Tanya from Van Life Voyages, I think on Sundays now. Tanya used to be live right after me. She is going to be moving to Sundays, I understand, with Box Fan D, and then doing some normal videos. So good to have you, Dee. Yeah, it's really good. I watched Dee's video yesterday. Her speech is improving. She's getting, it seems to me, almost back to normal. She had a stroke recently and is recovering from that. And it's good to see her. Good to see her getting back to normal. Thank you, Papa Smurf. Appreciate that. Proud to serve. Proud to serve. Trade school. Yep. We do need a lot more tradesmen. And so when I got out of the military, I went to work for the electric co-op here, and I was a dispatcher. So when you call in and say, hey, my power's out, can you help me out here? I was one of the ones that answered the phone. And so I did that for about 9 months. And then one day my boss came in and said, hey, Steve, he knew my background in the military. I was in the technical field in the military. Bombs, bullets, and missiles is what I worked on. And so my boss came in to the dispatch one day and said, hey, there's an opening coming up over in the tech shop, they called it. You think you might be interested in that? And I said, heck yeah, I'll do that. So it was an apprentice position. And he said, put your application in. We'll be looking at applications and interviewing people in a couple of weeks. So I did that. But he said, first, go over to the shop and talk to those guys, see if that might be something you're interested in. So I did. And when you think of the back shop in an electric utility, that's the guys that work on the transformers and all the equipment that are on the power lines in the substations. And so I had to go through a 4-year apprenticeship. They sent me back to Pima College for some classes. I had to go through on-the-job training. I had to go through correspondence courses, which were really tough. And I made it through in 4 years, and then spent 20 years there working. So I had a really good career there at the electric co-op. But trade schools, that's the way to go. Wood and graphic design. Yeah. And that was the nice thing about the shop classes that the high schools used to have. They don't have quite so many anymore. That would give you a chance to kind of explore and figure out what you enjoy doing, because you don't really know until you try it, right? And the Marana High School here has some of those shop classes. Our grandson went through some of those, welding and things like that, and automotive. And so it gives you some basic skills and gives you an idea of what you might be interested in doing. But yeah, tradesmen and tradeswomen are definitely in short supply. And when in some of those, jobs pay, $35, $40 an hour, and then throw overtime on top of that, you can make some good money in the trades. Not sure, not sure. All right, husband went into the Army, got his education, 2014 graduated. Renewable energy, okay. So is he in the solar field, Lily? Street school, yeah, I hear that, Cheryl. Yeah, GED is always a good idea if there's Diana. Got my GED. A lot of GED folks in here. Nothing wrong with that. Got them in my family too. Good to have you, Diana. I hope you're doing well. Six p.m. Okay. Stu says lunchtime is done. All right. Thanks, Stu, for popping in. Yeah, I bet it would. Oh, yeah, yearbook, huh? You guys remember your yearbooks, those of you that had them? Oh, some of that's embarrassing. The clothes that we wore back in the 70s, huh? The bell bottom corduroy pants and the silk button up shirt. Tommy's loved shop class and hated home ec. We had home ec, but I never took it. My sisters did. And you look at Tommy's bus, and yeah, I could see her in shop class. Yeah. Oh, that's right, Debbie. Mike Rowe. That's cool. Yeah, he's pushing trades for sure, and that's good to see. Oh, your GERD certificate, huh? Yeah, I hear you. Two different high schools. Interesting. When I went to the 10th year class reunions, I never went to the reunions. I don't know. I just wasn't interested in that. I actually got contacted about a 50th reunion. What was it, 50th? I don't remember. Somebody contacted me and said, "Hey, we're having our reunion. Call me back if you want to go." And I'm not interested in going to reunions and looking around at people and trying to figure out, do I know you? You look familiar. What's your name? And then try to remember names, which I'm bad at anyway. Oh, he's a machinist. Okay. Good money in that for sure. Back to running wires, Dan. All right. Watch that 12 volts. That'll bite you. Ivan K is here. Good morning. Good morning. Ivan throwing out the hellos. All right. Lily's taking off. Got to get moving. First thing I do when I get up in the morning is have a bunch of water, and then I go out and I walk. You can see behind me, that's Ragged Top Mountain back there. Right back there. This is right on our property here. This photo I took at sunrise, just as the sun popped over the mountain. And I have a track drug around the property so that we can watch for rattlesnakes and that Lucas has a place to run. And that's the first thing that I do is go out and walk. Get the old bones moving, get the joints lubricated, and it's good for you. Ah, woodworking, yeah. I still have stuff that I made in shop class. I have a hammer that we made, a terrible looking hammer, but made it in shop class in metal shop. I have a couple of boxes that I made. Oh, wood shop. I remember wood shop. I made my mother and my grandmother a jewelry box, this small wood jewelry box that had felt inside of it. And I gave it to my grandmother when I was in high school. And when she passed away at 85, I got it back, and I still have that box. So pretty cool. And it hadn't fallen apart yet. And that was back in the 70s when I made that. Yeah, I think shop glass is underrated. I think they really need to put some money in those. Yeah, not easy, huh? Welding is not easy. I have a niece. My niece's husband is a welder up there in Iowa, and he works outside a lot, and he's a pretty good welder, I understand. 50th reunions. And see, I wasn't real sociable in high school. I had a few good friends. My sport of choice was handball. We would just play handball on the side of a building, a big brick building. I didn't have a chance to, to play basketball or football, any of that. And so I played handball before school, at lunchtime, and sometimes after school. And like I said, I wasn't really interested in doing the reunion thing. Senior year, worked full time forklift at warehouse and roommate with his friend. Yep, that's a good way to earn a living. Old bones, that's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you guys remember when the Alaska pipeline went in? They needed welders up there. Yep. And we need more of them. What else we got going on? Oki's got another kidney stone that's beating her up. She's doing pretty good today, but we had to take a trip in to get checked out, and they did a CT scan on her, and they said, "Yep, you got another kidney stone." So she's working on that. So prayers for Oki. Well, and that happens too, huh, Debbie? So the good thing about still being around is hopefully we're healthier, and it's sad to see people go, though. Carol's here. Good morning, Carol Walters. Good to have you. Sunday, let's see, Traveling Merton and Sue tried to do a live stream yesterday. Carol reminds me of that because she's a supporter of their channel. They try to do a live stream, and they're doing it over their cell phone, and they just don't have the signal up there where they're living in Massachusetts. They don't have a good enough signal to hold a live stream. So they were kind of in and out yesterday, but they usually go live at about 2 o'clock on Sundays. Thank you, Debbie. She's out walking around, and you know how kidney stones are. I've never had one, but the way that she describes it, it's worse than childbirth. The pain is worse than childbirth. And Ava's going to have a cup of coffee. There you go. Ava was saying her and Doug got home late last night. Doug was up at 3 o'clock this morning heading to work, so he'll be tired when he gets home. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think it's a small stone. They said it was just ready to drop into the bladder. So hopefully, they say when it passes into the bladder, then you're pretty well home free. But steam fitter welding when the Freedom Tower went up. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's got to be right. When you're welding stuff up, no cracks, and it's got to be good and strong. Thank you, Brene. She's out there watching. Yeah, very painful, very painful. And, as a husband, it's frustrating for me. It's frustrating for me to watch her go through that because I can't fix it. What we do as spouses, whether you're a husband or a wife, when your spouse needs help or is in pain, you try to help, and there's not much I could do except be there and take her in to see the doc. Sue is doing much better, Jane. She considers herself healed. She was dealing with lupus, and you have to go check their channel out, but she'll explain what happened to her. But she thinks she had a miracle happen that helped her heal from lupus, and she says she's back to normal. So they're hoping to head out again after the winter. They're going to start heading back west again. Hopefully her health holds out, and I call it live at 5, Steve. Her health is still good, and they plan to head back. They weren't so sure before. Thank you, Cheryl. Appreciate it. That's the view from where we live. So we're inside the Ironwood Forest National Monument, 129,000 acres. And I just jump in the Jeep, go out the gate, and then that's our yard out there. Oh, speaking of that, the BLM is going to start charging $15 a night to camp out here. So this is BLM land. It's dispersed camping. There's no facilities out here, and they are proposing charging people $15 a night to camp. It's getting more and more popular out here. There's more people showing up in the wintertime. Now, are they looking for money? I don't know. I did check their website, their business plan, as they call it. They plan on making some picnic areas out here. They're not going to charge for day visits, but they're going to start charging for overnight camping. Now, when? I don't know. They're taking comments right now, and so they want people to comment on what they think of the $15 charge out here. I have mixed feelings. I don't want to see this place overrun like some BLM areas where there's thousands of people, crowded in, because it ruins the landscape, and that's what they're trying to control. They want to set up some designated camp areas, and they've already started doing that, putting posts in and marking off areas they don't want people in. But $15 a night, I think, is a little steep. But we'll see. The $15 a night would probably reduce the number of people that come out here, because there are people who come out here and spend the whole winter, kind of like Quartzsite. They'll spend the whole winter out here in the monument and move around once in a while. Thank you, Ava. Thanks, Phil. Thank you, Cheryl. All right, Gracie, got to get busy with visiting. Thanks for being here, Gracie, and give Jacques a hug. Here's Lucas popping in to say hello again. Are you still out there playing? Huh? Are you still out there playing? Yeah. Yeah. Mom wearing you out? All right. Okay, Lucas. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Kisses. Yeah. Kisses for Lucas. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Lucas says hi again. Thanks, Gracie. Heard you had a great time at the meetup. Ooh, surgery for a kidney stone. Now that's a big one when you have to go through that. Low carb diet. And so, yeah, what happens, what causes them? I mean, it's the nurse explained to us that if you can catch the kidney stone when it comes out, you can take it in and they can basically dissect it, see what it's made out of, and then you can determine what foods you need to stay away from. And so they have you pee through a strainer and see if you can catch it, and then get it to the lab. So I'm not sure how difficult that is to do, but yeah, we're researching things like what not to eat. I heard that Oki said that if you eat too much chocolate, that can cause it. Oh, laser surgery, yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are very painful. Yeah, she's doing much better, much better. There's CRV. I was just bragging on you guys. Good to see you, Tim. I showed some of your video this morning. And there's Tim's link. I think so. I think $5 a night would be a reasonable price too. 15 is much too high. And especially if they don't have anything, they don't have any trash service out here, they don't have any water, you got to pack it in and pack it out. And $15 a night would be okay if they had bathrooms, vault toilets and trash and things like that. But I think they're kind of putting the cart before the horse. I think they're collecting money to build that stuff later. And it remains to be seen if they succeed. That's good, Carol. Oh, 3 stones and 22. Yikes. Yeah, LTVAs are going up too. I don't think it's going to be for our meetup, Lonnie. I don't think it's going to be enabled before our February meetup out here in Ironwood. I think it'll be later in 2025 or 2026. They're not really saying. I read through their business plan. They're not saying when it's going to be implemented. At least I didn't see that. Yeah, it is. It is. It basically prices a lot of you out. You can't afford that. My gosh, I mean, $15 a night, 15 times 14 days, that's $210 for 14 days times 2 for a month. So that's $420 to camp in a BLM area with no facilities, no trash, nothing. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, he does. He's got those pearly white choppers. Yeah, they want to go up to 600 a month. The 600 for the season, right? They're in LTVAs. 600 for six or 7 months, yeah. Oh, thank you, Jane. Appreciate it very much. Yeah, per season, yeah. That's what I see. I see Oki going through that. I mean, it doubles her over. It's tough to go through. Nature Loves ASMR is here. Hello, hello. Thanks for being here. Is that Joy? Yeah, high calcium can. And what we do, Naj, is we have a water well on the property, but we use a reverse osmosis system for our drinking water. So hopefully it takes some of that out. $20.26. Okay. That's kind of what I figure will happen out here too. Yikes. Yeah, it is too much. RG Arizona popped in. Hello, hello. We're doing well here. How are you guys doing up there? Yeah, we have people that do that too. There are some people out here. Oki and I pick up trash as we're driving around because we live out here. This is our neighborhood. We pick up cans, bottles on the side of the road, and in some of the camp areas, some idiots will leave a bag of trash there and then just drive off. And when they leave here, they got to go right by a gas station that has a big old dumpster, but they'll leave their trash laying out in the desert. It just pisses me off. Oh, you're in California. So I get my teeth done today. Awesome. Yeah, check out Ironwood Meetup. Not sure what's going to happen in 26, but it'll still be free out here in February 7th through the 10th. It'll still be free this year, but not sure what will happen in 2026. I don't know if people will show up if they have to pay $15 a night. Yeah, it's open until they're taking comments until the 21st of October. Awesome. All right, we've expired our hour, so I'm going to run my thank you video for channel members. And thanks everybody for being here today. Happy Monday, and hope you have a great week.
To all my members out there, you lift me up so high. The support you give me makes me touch the sky. In every lonely moment, when shadows start to fall, your love shines like a beacon. I hear your heartfelt call. Thank you, dear members, for standing by my side. With your strength and courage, we take this wild ride. From morning's glow to starry night, you're the reason I shine, my forever guiding light. In the desert where it's dry, where the cacti proudly stand, you're my loyal companions, my devoted band. Through rocky trails and valleys, we gather every mile. Hand in hand we wander with your endless smiles. Thank standing by my side. With your strength and courage, we take this wild ride. From morning's glow to starry night, you're the reason I shine, my forever guiding light. Desert where it's dry, where the cacti proudly stand. You're my loyal companions, my devoted band. Through rocky trails and valleys, we gather every mile. Hand in hand we wander with your endless smiles.
Wake up to a brand new day. Smile at the sun's warm ray. Greet the world with open arms. Spread good vibes and charms. Kind words change the scene. Make life feel like a dream. Help someone who's in need. Plant a little kindness seed. Shine bright like a star, no matter where you are. Kindness takes you far. Light up the world. Together we can make it. Love's the way to fake it. Leave a little joy behind in every heart you'll find. No need for heavy words. Be like chirping birds. Simple acts can heal. Make every moment real. Shine bright like a star, no matter where you are. Kindness takes you far. Light up the world. No need for heavy words. Be like chirping birds. Simple acts can heal. Make every moment